Anywho, I have a train. Anybody want to see this? Yeah, it's really cool, right? Like, legitimately was made by our next comedian. So he's multi-talented. At least he has something to, do after this, in case this doesn't work out. No, no, he's an amazingly funny guy. I'm actually really excited to have him. Every time he shows up on my my list of people, bathroom break. I get it. This face makes people want to go pee. Also, that's a rule. So, it is just generally a rule of open mics. It is more accepted for you guys to go ahead and get a drink, go for a bathroom break when you see the host's face on here, because I am not made to be the funniest person on this lineup. I am here to introduce them and make them look good, and talk about my terrible sex experiences. Thanks for pointing it out, sir. Anywho, but I am really excited about this next comedian, not just because I think he's absolutely hilarious, but he's actually generally a really great guy, too. So he really did legitimately make this train. It is for my daughter, so no train jokes for my daughter. That would be inappropriate, guys. But no, she likes trains now because of this guy. We went to a train convention and saw a bunch of model trains, and now that's all she'll talk about. Did you guys know that a 3-year-old can make a parent pick up really expensive hobbies? Yeah, no, I'm fucked. They have tracks, they have little houses, they have little cows and people, and it is really taken a lot of toll on my credit cards. The only things that I do keep from being an American. You got me. Anywho, she's gone. You have to keep track while she's not here. But yes, are you guys ready for our last act of the very first part of our lineup tonight? Yes, me too. Not just because I start giving away drinks after he plays. But I am really excited, so please, if you guys can give a very warm welcome for Socrates!
Thanks so much. Keep going there for Sid. Yeah. I'm going to teach a kid about ponies next. Yeah. No, got a couple horses. It's kind of cool. She'll love them. Skiing. Yeah, also it's a cool vacation. Yeah. My name is Socrates. I am an American. One. Thank you. Appreciate that. Actually, as about a week and a half ago, I can say my name is Socrates. Ik ben een Nederlander. Thanks so much. Yeah. You guys are, they're right. Basically, I'm going to vote for builders in the future. But look, I know personally on first-hand basis that they're letting in the immigrants. They're not good, all right? They're letting in a bad group. That they're old, they're disabled, and, bad life choices. Performing arts, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? I work for a beer. Do you need that as a citizen? I don't think so. So trust me what I'm telling you. But as far as capitalism goes, when you're actually working for beers and you don't drink, definitely got to question your life choices. That's the thing with capitalism. A while ago, at some point, lawyers and they tried to go on strike at some point, and the bankers, and they went on strike for a while, and nobody cared. Because why would you? Capitalism pays the important people nothing, and the unimportant people all sorts of money. It's weird, Only the trash guys can show. It's like, oh, really? Okay, we'll stop. And COVID came around. People were like, hey, wait a minute. We need people who do things that don't get paid well for us. Didn't change anything for them, did it? Not exactly. Bend over, yeah. Then as somebody who works for beers, I'm feared to say that it's true. The lower you're paid, the more valuable you are. Because if it wasn't for me, you'd just be staring at that reflection of that TV back there. This is a nice room. What's cool, there's not a single sport on the moment. None of the commercials. See, buy stuff. I don't get the I'm not a good capitalist, as you can see. Yeah. So I've been living here for a while. Again, you guys are trying to learn your Dutch. It's a different language. I don't know if you've noticed or not. They use all the same letters. They just use them differently. You know what I mean? I mean, you see some words, it's like the word glad. You know, glad's an easy word. You think, well, that's fun. You go happily walking along. It means slippery because they pronounce it clot. You know? You're all like glad, and you find out that a clot and glad are completely different things. Ah! Are you glad? No, no. And like even clot is hard to say because if you don't use your mouth right, we don't have these mouthy things in the U.S., you know? We don't use the mouth parts. Because you can like break an American's jaw, wire it shut, doesn't matter. You know, this is fine. I don't have to open my mouth to talk. Really, I don't think there's a single thing I can't say in this particular way. You know? So, but try to talk Dutch this way, it really didn't work, you know? And like I'm a Greek too, so it's like in Greece, you know, Greece is all in the front of the lips, it's all papata, you know? When I was there, I saw my family for New Year's. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, Bishop. And, but I actually did a set in Greece, which was really cool, and I mentioned some Dutch words, and, you know, graag gedaan and things like this, and, you know, try to explain what graag gedaan means, and, which means it's pleased to have done it. It's a very nice thing, you know, if you like something, oh, thanks, graag gedaan. My cousin asked me for something, I handed it to her, and I didn't think, and she said, thanks, I said graag gedaan. She said, what the hell was that? Dutch. She wasn't sure if I was speaking Klingon or had a stroke. That day it was just the Klingon. But it's like the words like, you know, geweldig, of course, is the most fun, favorite Dutch word of all time. If you don't know, it's this wonderful thing that we do as a group. We make a thing fun and great together with a bunch of televisions. But it's a thing we do as a group, and as opposed to in America, like where someone would pull out a gun, you know, just to make a point. This is what we call ongezellig. It's a cultural thing. In fact, I was getting a vaccine recently because I don't like anti-vaxxers. And it was free because, you know, I'm old. And there was a thing on the poster, it said, "Gun de vaccinatie voor de kinderen van de wereld." Something to this effect. Basically, this word "gunnen" is a gift, is a nice, kind, giving gift. And I had asked my friend what the word meant because it's spelled G-U-N, which is G-U-N. Now, in America, we have a word that's spelled G-U-N too. It's not spelled Gunnen, it's just, you know, it's gun. And it's an important word because we love it. If used properly, it's a gift-giving weapon. And it's a gift that we'll keep on giving for a long, long time. Some people, it's their entire existence. You know, you think vegans are bad? You know, go to America, find yourself a gun person. I mean, I get it. You don't want to eat a kind of food. That's cool, you know. But put that away. If you walk into a store, how would you feel if you saw a guy with a weapon on his head? He's not a cop. It's not good, right? It's not. That's Florida, man. And literally, that is a Florida man. That guy is going to become Florida man. It's just a matter of time. I lived there for 20 years. It was a scary place. Back then, they were more sane. They were like, you know, pre-social media that told everybody, "You're right." And they're not. That's the thing. They're really, really not right. They shouldn't be told how right they are, you know. And then they made a bunch of money and bought a bunch of guns. You know they have a saying in America? You know, if you don't like it here, get the fuck out. It's true.
Yeah.
And it's a good saying. I didn't like it there. Get the fuck out, man. So far, yes. Best choice of my life, really, all things considered. You all made a similar choice. How many people here are not Dutch? Lots of you, see? Good choices. And thank the one Dutch lady here who's kind enough to let us stay in your country. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not sure, I'm not going to ask your age, but personally, I just had a birthday last week or so. I turned 58. Yeah, thank you. Which is 85 in Dutch. So Dutch, it's a joke. I got 2 more years on. I'm lying. Yeah. It's hard. The Dutch thing is like if you're not dyslexic when you move here, you will become dyslexic. You know? I mean, there's a lot of things that just make your whole mind not work properly. You know, the time thing is weird. As an American, you don't do 24-hour clocks unless you're in the military. In which case, at least they appreciate their guns and have more respect for the guns. The guys from the military, they know how to aim, pick out targets and things. You know. By the way, just as a last thing, if anybody wants to go to the United States, think it's a great country, you're wrong. It was. It's not. Like if you're a woman and might get pregnant, definitely do not go because they may not care for you. But in America, like we had to do the gezellig word for the Dutch word at one time. In America, they have the word mass shootings. Yeah. They don't have that in most countries. You know? Even Afghanistan doesn't seem to have mass shootings. You know? And it's defined as 4 or more people shot in one event. You know, because it has to be defined. Because it's just 3 people shot and you're shot. I mean, how stupid do you have to be to get shot? Well, like 3 people are going to get shot. You know? But we've practiced, which is weird because the same people don't tend to do it multiple times. They tend to be one-offers. But now this year they were practicing that they have mass killings. Yeah, see, it's impressive, right? Yeah, which as you might guess, it's 4 or more people killed, but they give it 24 hours. Because some people are, you know, you got your serial killers, and some people bleed out, you know. There is no mic stand. Oh, there's a mic stand. Look at that. That's professionalism there. So if you go to America and you don't get shot, or you don't get killed, or you're not pregnant, and you like it there, well, I'm leaving a spot open. And anyway, thanks for having me. My name's guys. I'm John Dust.
You can go for Socrates. Yes, he is the American dream, not to be in America.
Yeah.